Oh, hi, didn't see you there. Welcome to Japan, a glorious nation filled with anime, and some hentai in there too. The glorious nation of Japan seems always a bit overrated. You know, they always expanded throughout the Pacific, but their most famous of conquests yielded them about nothing. Their conquests really just seemed all in vain. And unfortunately, we had to fix that issue out as Americans. What if Hirohito was given the power of anime in its entirety? He was given the weapons of war that the true weeabooites needed to conquer the globe. Well, that's why I'm here. I'm here to make sure Hirohito gets his way in the world, for better or worse. This time around, it's gonna be fair. For the Great Weeaboo Campaign, our first act will be to take back Siberia and to liberate all of the land to the east of the Ural Mountains. Bam! Just like that, that bridge blew up so hard that the Soviet Union was just like, we are now the anti-gamer union and it is time that you die. Oh, apparently we're not. Oh. 1 second there. There we go. Oh, and just like that, war! Obviously, we have to be careful. We don't want to overextend ourselves. And that is why I have reproduced asexual. We are essentially unstoppable. So as you can see, this glorious line of new Japanese asexually reproduced people is just coming in. It's time we conquer this evil Soviet anti-gamer union. Now, we have a huge encirclement here, and they only have one port, so you know what it's time to do? It's time to take that port right back from them. You know, the more you watch hentai, the longer it gets. And of course, Mongolia is a bit of a pain because I didn't draw the border all the way around, but my puppets are holding that alright. And you know, this game really, there's no cheating going on here. There really is no such thing as cheating in this game. We didn't even lose a single man in that push. We literally didn't lose a single man in that push. That whole push where we killed like 300,000 Soviets, there was no man lost.
So that just shows you the power of anime.
Okay, well, we're looking good. I think it's time we put this order on full steam ahead, because that's how much I like anime. Now, we actually need to make sure we have a bit of a curving maneuver going on here. And obviously, Smash Bros. Is a huge part of our culture. So much so that we're going to smash these communist bros to pieces. And, you know, Hirohito, he's just probably chilling with his chins, and he's playing Smash, and all of a sudden, you know, I don't know, Mr. Beruzzi, a famous Russian Moldavian general, comes in, and he's like, you know, back in the 1850s, I conquered Moldavia, and I ruled the world. And Mr. Hirohito is just like, hey man, no, anime is better. And he just uppercut him right in the face. And then all of a sudden he's like, oh, by the way, this huge anime army is leading a conquest against your nation. I hate to break it to you, the Soviet Union, but you're about to get broken. You're about to get penetrated by the power of anime. You have no choice in the matter. In fact, no matter how hard you try to fight back, you are going to submit. I love how it gets smaller the closer you get to Moscow. I've had some good extensions in my day, but this size, whew, it's like watching anime and hentai for the first time. Our line is a little bit dead, but that's okay if we fix that a little bit here. That's a lot better. Now we're gonna actually be organized. Oh, and Kiev is within our reach. Bam. Ah, just like that. Japan is essentially unstoppable, and we have ascended to a level that's unimaginable by any other comparison ever. But obviously, this is not all. It's time we finish off what we need to, once and for all. So we're gonna send them some anime via a little bit of a delivery service that I'm just patent pending right now, which is called the Anime Conquest Crusader Package. And simply what this does is it sends you about 5 million Japanese artificially asexually reproduced Crusaders against anime to your house, or sorry, Crusaders for anime, to your house, and they're going to slaughter everything you know. And then just like that, you're going to be at war with the largest empire to exist in this all-history timeline. Oh, I thought they were holding. I was like, there's no way. It's anime time, mate. It's anime time. We don't even cheat anymore. We're not cheating in this game any longer. The huge amount of anime surging through this country is just astronomical. But as you can see, though, as amazing as this campaign is, there's so much more to life than just anime. You know, it's easy to get blocked by the glorious sight of Crusaders fighting in a video game in front of you. It is I, Weebohito, and I want to let you know of a glorious Xinjiang rebellion that will strike into the hearts of you anime people. So all of a sudden, a huge anti-gamer crusade took place. All the major nations of the world decided it's time to take down Japan once and for all. This brand new acquisition of more pro-anime territory was lost before our eyes. Weebohito went into hiding. He still had a huge army, don't get me wrong, but there's no way it could defend such a huge border. Anime was now on its last breaths. China may be defeated, but at what cost? For the glorious nation of Japan and anime as a whole, its final days were coming. It was a lonely night in Tokyo when Weebohito woke up. The sound of alarms blazing and fires spreading across the glorious isles of Japan had alerted his senses. He could sense that across the coast lied something he would never want to see. The mass defeat of his glorious army. He had soldiers marching in the mountains and along the countryside, but they were now against him. The glorious Chinese and counter-anime resistance forces put up such a valiant fight that even Weebohito knew he could not stand a chance. His armies were in retreat. His vast, huge front line was just unmanageable, and the Xinjiang legions had cut into his lines. It seemed that there'd be no end to this conflict. There'd be no end to this anime war, and at that moment, on February 7th, 1938, Weebohito would watch his final anime. Thank you for watching as we made Japan a great nation. It may be declining due to a state of constant war, but no doubt it'll leave a legacy and a scar on this earth that could never be forgiven or forgotten. And on that note, thank you from the bottom of my heart for watching this. This is episode 2 in a series, and I hope I have it put together. Hopefully another episode comes out soon too. Thanks for stopping in. Have a good one.